The Little Mermaid, the youngest and the most beautiful of three daughters of the king under the sea, is now swimming on the surface of the ocean, and she's getting tired. On her back is a helpless body of a 16-year-old prince who the night before fell off his ship and became unconscious. The prince hadn't even noticed her, but she has already fallen in love with him. So she decided she must save him, and luckily after one night and a day she sees the shore ahead. She swims towards it, pushes him up the beach, and as she hears some sounds in the distance, she swims a little bit away to hide. She sees there is a village girl coming that noticed the prince and runs for help. Happy that the prince will be saved and a little sad that she has to leave him, she swims back home. She hopes that she will forget that prince, but she can't. Day after day she keeps thinking about him, week after week and month after month. Until 1 year later, when the prince is still in her head, she goes to the most scary place at the bottom of the ocean. She goes to the house of the sewage. I know why you're here. It's the prince of yours. I know that you swim up the river every week to be closer to his palace and his gardens and to hear him sing. And I also know that he hasn't seen you yet for the whole year. And I know that you want me to turn you into human so that you can be with him. And I can tell you it's a silly idea. It will bring only tragedy to your life. So you will not help me? The mermaid asks. Oh no, I will be happy to help you. I even have this potion prepared for you. What you need to do is you need to swim up the river, get on the bank on the riverside near the palace, and in the middle of the night you drink the potion. In the morning, instead of a fishtail, you have a beautiful pair of long legs. But a couple things. First thing, you'll have beautiful long legs, you'll be able to walk and dance, but every step will give you pain as if you were standing on 1,000 of needles. I want to do it, said the mermaid. And if the prince falls in love with another girl, at the morning of their wedding night, your heart will break and you will die. I want to do it, said the mermaid. And last thing, I will not do it for free. You have the most beautiful voice on the bottom of the ocean. I want it for myself. Before I give you the potion, I will cut off your tongue and I will keep it. The mermaid hesitated. But how will I be able to get the love of the prince if I won't be able to sing or even speak to him? Oh, you have beautiful eyes and charming smile. Have you lost your courage? No, I want to do it, said the mermaid. So be it, said the witch. She cut off the mermaid's tongue, she gave her the potion and said, but look, you're a nice girl. If things go wrong and the prince falls in love with another, there is a way to break the spell. Now take this dagger. If you kill him before the sunrise on his wedding night, you will save yourself. The mermaid knows she will not need the dagger, but she cannot speak anymore and she wants to get out of that place. So she just takes the dagger, gets away. She swims up the river, close to the river gardens, near next to the palace. She drinks the potion in the middle of the night and falls asleep. When she wakes up, she's not in the garden anymore. She's in a bed, in something that looks like a guest room of a palace. She looks down on her, well, she looks down, and there is no fishtail anymore. Beautiful pair of long legs. She's trying to walk around the room. The first step, terrible pain. The second step, terrible pain again. But she can walk. And the moment she gets back to the bed, the door opens, and there he is, the man who was in her head for the past year, and now she's so close to him. It's the prince. And he says, I'm sorry, I didn't want to disturb. I thought you were still asleep. I brought some clothes. So interesting that you came just for the wedding. And Mermaid was thinking, does he know I came for him? That I was waiting for him for 1 year and finally I'm here? And she felt so happy. He saw she's not replying. He said, maybe you don't speak. But that's fine. Look, I want to show you. And he reaches out into his pocket and shows her a picture. But when she sees the picture, her breath stops. It's the picture of the girl from the village that found him on the shore. Then the prince says, but maybe I'm boring you with all this. You know what? We'll be happy to welcome you at our wedding. So come, it's fine. He puts there the pile of clothes for her to take. And as he's leaving the room, he asks, I know it might sound silly, but have we met before? The mermaid can't speak. And even though the tears are getting into her eyes, she produces the most charming smile the earth has ever seen, looks at him and shakes her head. Of course not. The prince closes the door behind him and leaves. Very late during the wedding night, the mermaid remembers about the dagger. She takes it and she walks across the palace towards the chambers of the prince. She is so angry. She's so angry at him. She's so angry at the world. And most, she's angry at herself. Quietly, she opens the door of his chamber. And there, she sees him, sound asleep, in the embrace of his newlywed wife. She looks at the dagger. She looks at him again. The man with whom she's madly in love for the past year. And the man whose only sin is that he's never seen her before, fell in love with another. She drops the dagger on the ground and gets out of the door and starts running. Every step hurts like 1,000 needles. She doesn't mind. Tears are filling her eyes, so she barely can see. She doesn't mind. She knows that she will not make it, she will not live once the sun rises. But she doesn't mind. Because she knows that even when her heart breaks at sunrise, it's better to die young by a broken heart than to live forever with one's heart rotten. Toastmasters.